Hello there, lovely good morning, and welcome to the Camnet TV Breakfast Show, where we urge you, our viewers, to rise and thrive. With us this morning, it is a Thursday and it is the day before Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Joe Smarter. And of course, you are watching us live on DSTV and GoTV, including our Facebook page, which is Camnet TV. Please search for it, like it, and be sure to leave us a comment. First things first, we get into our first segment, which is the Health Corner.
Hi, I'm glad that you could join us today on the breakfast show on the Health Corner as we are talking about asthma. This week we've been talking about asthma, and we say that asthma is a chronic inflammatory disease that affects the airways, and usually it causes a hyperresponsiveness in the airways that usually leads to somebody having shortness of breath, difficulties breathing, and also having this chest tightness in the chest. And sometimes they would have a cough that would be progressive, so and it comes about suddenly. And the other thing is that they would have a wheezing sound when they are breathing, when they're having the asthmatic attack. So today we'll talk about diagnosis and treatment. Usually in the hospital, asthma is diagnosed clinically. By that, we mean that just by hearing the patient from the patient how the symptoms began, and also listening to the chest of the patient, we'll be able to assess to say somebody is in an asthmatic attack. And this is followed by treatment, very aggressive treatment to try and relieve the patient from the asthmatic attack that they are in. So usually there are some medications that I use to treat the asthmatic attack in that moment, and these are medications that can be either mostly we use inhalers, so would use some inhalers that the patient will be able to use in that moment and relieve the airways, so relieve the blockages in the airways and the narrowing of the airways. So we use some inhalers that contain certain medications that are used to treat the asthma. So we have certain medications such as salbutamol, which usually is prescribed in the hospital, and this is a common medication for asthmatic patients who need to be put on this inhaler so that they can be able to relieve their symptoms as quickly as possible. So patients who have asthma will need to go home when they're out of the asthmatic attack. Then they can be sent home on the inhaler. So the inhaler can be used at any point when they're having the asthmatic attack. Other times there are patients who have very severe asthma, and in these patients they would probably need certain other medications such as steroids that would help to relieve them from the symptoms that they are feeling. Now, these steroids are not to be taken for a very prolonged period, so it's only for a short period of time and then you stop. These are not used. These are not to be used for a very long time because they have very bad side effects. They have side effects that are not good for the body, and so we try to minimize the use of these steroids. But if it's a patient who has asthma and they need to be we need to prevent them from having these asthmatic attacks very often, then we'll put them on some steroids as well. So those are some of the medications that I used to treat asthma. There are other medications as well that are not so common in our country or in our setting, but they can also be found in certain pharmacies and certain hospitals as well. So if you have any other questions, if you need to know more about asthma, you can reach out to me on Facebook at Dr. Nakoyanamfire. And if you want to watch any of the other videos, you can watch them on YouTube at Dr. Nakoyanamfire. Make sure you watch tomorrow again, as we'll be talking about how you can prevent yourself from getting an asthmatic attack, and also invite your friends and your family as well. I'll see you again tomorrow. Stay blessed and stay healthy.
Okay, and thank you so much. Now that was our resident doctor there with that particular presentation. Hope you enjoyed, or rather learned one or two things from that particular presentation there by our resident doctor, Dr. Nakubiana Mfaya. But for now, we get into matters that have to do with the pocket, and I'm talking about money markets. Let's go and see how the foreign exchange rate looks like today, so that as you get into town, you know exactly what you expect as you conduct your business today. You know exactly what to expect. Now, the United States dollar is buying at 26 kwacha 19 ngwe and selling at 27 kwacha 43 ngwe. The euro is buying at 29 kwacha 15 ngwe and selling at 29 kwacha 73 ngwe. The South African rand is buying at 1 kwacha 47 ngwe and selling at 1 kwacha 49 ngwe. The Great British Pound is buying at 34 kwacha 26 ngwe and selling at 34 kwacha 94 ngwe. Now, obviously, eyes will be on the kwacha against the United States dollar, which is now selling at 27 kwacha 43 ngwe, and these foreign exchange rates have been updated today, the 30th of May in the year 2024 at exactly 17 hours. And be reminded that these exchange rates do vary from bank to bank and from bureau to bureau. So as you get into town, you know how the kwacha is faring against other major convertible currencies. And of course, we have said times without number right here that the kwacha has been swinging like a pendulum from 25 to 26 to 27. It has been swinging like a pendulum, but there has been some reassurance coming from those that are responsible for making sure that the kwacha begins to appreciate. And we have been told that sooner or later we'll see the kwacha begin to appreciate. We wait for that day to come through. But for now, let's go into our next segment, the zooming headlines, while we look at stories that are trending. And of course, you, the viewer, is urged to come through and give us your call so that you can give us your submission, and also do engage us on our Facebook page, which is Camnet TV. Search for the page, like it, and be sure to leave us a comment as we delve into the stories that are currently making headlines. In our zooming headline segment, we begin. Now, yesterday a lot happened, and obviously Dunamis Christian Church founder Pastor Danny Pole has been arrested for alleged hate speech and one count of seditious practices. The 70-year-old of New Kasama in Lusaka was arrested yesterday afternoon and has joined the list of other opposition political party leaders who have been arrested on similar charges. Police Deputy Spokesperson Danny Mwale says Pastor Pole, who is also Christian Democratic Party President leader, is currently in custody awaiting for court appearance. We do have the clip to this effect. Let's check it out and join us on the other side for more.
Police in Lusaka have charged and arrested Dan Pule, aged 70, of New Kasama in Lusaka, for 1 count of expressing hate speech based on tribe and 1 count of seditious practices. Dr. Pule has been detained in custody waiting for court appearance. Meanwhile, police have officially charged and arrested Lumezi Member of Parliament, Munia Zulu, and his Mfuwe constituency counterpart, Maureen Mawonga, for the offenses of expressing hate speech based on tribe and seditious practices, while Edith Nawakwi and Bredna Changala have each been charged with the offenses of seditious practices. All the suspects are detained in police custody waiting to appear in court.
Okay, fantastic. Now, that was obviously Deputy Police Spokesperson, Mr. Danny Mwane, confirming the arrest of the clergyman, Mr. Pastor Danny Pule, who was arrested by police yesterday. Now, we move on. We go to Minor Soko right here in Lusaka, where government has dismissed reports and images circulating on social media claiming that independent Petauke Member of Parliament, Emmanuel J. Banda, has suffered severe physical injuries from torture and is in a critical condition. Now, Minister of Information and Media Permanent Secretary Tabo Kawana and Home Affairs and Internal Security Permanent Secretary Dixon Matembo disclosed that Mr. Banda is in high spirits and has no physical injuries, and his feet are as smooth as those of a newly born baby. Now, the duo has further disclosed that despite the lawmaker being safe without any physical injuries, government wants to take care of him and ensure that he is cleared of any psychological trauma. Let's go on this particular interesting story. We'll be right back. We're receiving your calls and your text messages on the other side. Here is the story.
What the Human Rights Commission, when they came earlier to go and see him, I think they took those photos with them to go and verify if it was him. And he was also shocked to look at the pictures. So one wonders how a sister can produce such photos and claim they are those of the brother when she knows that they are not. And then, this is a sister that will come to the hospital, go home and prepare food for the honorable member and bring it to the hospital. And after that, go to the media and say, we have no access as a family. They're not allowing us to see it. So you begin to wonder, what is all this about? So, but like we said, it's a matter of investigation. The police are getting to the bottom of everything. A time will come when the nation will be briefed as to what transpired, how it transpired, and who did it. But for now, let's focus on the person and rehabilitating the person. Remember, what he has gone through is very traumatic. So it needs all our support to make sure that he recovers.
But now, even if you come from a family, you are a state property. Okay? Even if you are to be found in an accident, people from nowhere will help you. The issue of getting to know where you're coming from, what's your name, or what is secondary. The primary thing is to make you be in a better condition because you are a property of the state. Okay? So the special thing for this person is, one, the property of the state. Secondly, is a member of parliament, a representative of the constituency, who have got also interest in their leader. Okay? Third, the constitution provides that a member of parliament found in such situation like an accident has got to be given the services required to that level. So that is a special issue about it.
Now that's a duo there when they visited independent member of parliament, Petauke constituency, MP JJ Banda, and that's obviously Information and Media Permanent Secretary, and his Home Affairs and Internal Security counterpart, Mr. Matembo. Okay, so you do have that story, but you can come through on the number that is scrolling on your TV screen, which is 0973-852700. That's 0973-852700. And the question that we ask this particular morning on a Thursday morning is, should tribalism remarks be a non-bailable offense? Should tribalism be a non-bailable offense? Or maybe should citizens petition government to make tribalism a non-bailable offense? Would this deter would-be offenders or those that get excited to begin spread seeds of tribal division, regional division? Should it be made a non-bailable offense? We'll leave it up to you to give us your thoughts on this particular matter. And remember, it's one Zambia, one nation. Let's go to the Copper Belt, where President Hakainde Hichilema has urged Zambians to adopt a proactive approach to addressing challenges rather than dwelling on them. Now, speaking at the 2024 Copper Belt Mining, Agriculture and Industrial Trade Expo in Kitwe, President Hichilema encouraged citizens to bring forward issues affecting the country, assuring that his government will work to resolve them or seek external help when needed. He also stressed the need to address the energy crisis exacerbated by the drought and emphasized the importance of value addition to the country's minerals to drive economic growth and development. We do have a clip. Let's check it out.
From them, we have challenges. All the challenges, Chairman, should not be for a basis for grounding and mourning. Bring those challenges to the table. Let's deal with them, and we shall be okay. Zambians like complaining. So, I want complaining, just complaining. Bring the issues on the table. Your government, yourself, will work on them. If we can't resolve them, we'll find someone else to help resolve them. Epela, nditamkwai, kwamana. We move. Mr. Chairman, I already talked about infrastructure in a way when I was talking of corridors. Let's work on those. Infrastructure includes energy. We're short of energy. One drought, we have food insecurity, we have energy insecurity. Let's address these issues. Let's flip the coin again. Let's bring more alternative energy, solar. And I'm glad you are the chairman of CEC. Let's bring solar. Let's bring coal. Because climate change is here to stay. Let's bring wind. Let's bring hydrogen. All of those. But also the road and railway infrastructure. Mr. Chairman, it is here on the Copper Belt where we are doing the most roads. Roads which we were told were fixed. But they are fixing in front, in the back, it is peeling off. The quality of work was very poor. You're an engineer yourself.
Okay, President Hakainde Hichilema, they are obviously addressing members of the press and members of Copper Belt and together the citizens of Zambia during the Copper Belt Mining, Agriculture and Industrial Trade Expo in Kitwe. Bachelor from Garden, I saw you calling. Please call us back again so that you can make your submission. Should tribalism be made a non-bailable offense? Should citizens petition the government of the day to make tribalism a non-bailable offense? Will this deter would-be offenders? Let's hear from you, the citizens, the viewers out there, as we continue with the breakfast program this particular morning. And remember, at exactly 8 hours, we'll be joined by a youth advocate in the name of Ibrahim Mwamba. Now, this is a gentleman that has witnessed a lot during the past few weeks on what has been happening in the political governance space, and you'll be coming with us, obviously, to share a lot more that he saw or witnessed. So do stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. We do have Mr. Chileshe on the line. Chileshe, good morning.
Good morning, Baba.
Tilipo, tipeze kapa Camnet TV.
Anyway, I have to zapitirako. First, let me ask you, where is my father?
He's around. He's around.
No, I can't see him. Pass my regard to say no. The son, that side is missing your teaching.
Definitely, we'll do so.
Answering your question, Joe. You know, even to my finger simple, no country yet. But we have seen and we have examples on our fingertips on how hate speech and tribalism can do.
Okay.
Okay? So, if you remember me very well, I am the one of those that said the years that was given to Chimbakambwili was too little.
No, it's the months, Mr. Chilesha, actually.
Yeah, the months was too little for someone who is propagating hate speech and tribalism. And here we are. Because it was still too little, people are not taking care to say, Akairi, I can come out. But what we need to do as a country, like you put it there, let the hate speech and tribalism be non-bearable. So that even you and I, if you count those cases that are non-bearable, people, they don't even try to commit them.
Okay.
Okay, because what it does is, look, we are looking at the future, we are not looking at the past. We have got young children who are yet to go to school, who are yet to hear good things in schools. You know, when we are saying this, if you say Bembas be in Northern, okay?
Yes,
I
sir.
have married a wife from Eastern Province. I've got children who are Chireshe Mbewe. Okay? So if you tell the Northerner to say, stay in Northern,
Okay.
it's not a good thing. It doesn't even hold water. These children are going in school. They are in boardings. So how do you want the children to relate in schools?
Okay.
Just
Now, watch
you have coins. Yes, sir.
As you conclude, you because you support a named political party together with your politicians, I'm just giving an example. Together with your politicians, you begin to propagate hate speech and tribal remarks. We normally see this coming from politicians. The citizens themselves do not condone such. Why is it that it's only a few politicians that propagate hate speech?
Yeah, so what we are saying, if we put it in that way to say, let it be non-bearable, and the president said, whoever, so let the police follow that way to say, whoever, if it's a share, I am among those the president said, whoever. Let not the law be selective, because we are destroying the future which is ahead of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It shouldn't be selective.
Okay.
Yes, that is.
Okay. Okay, so that's what Chileshe, they are coming through all the way from within Lusaka, from Garden, giving us that submission on the issues that have to do, the question that we are asking this morning, on a Thursday morning, is it possible to make tribalism a non-bailable offense? Should the citizens of the Republic of Zambia petition government of the Republic of Zambia to make tribalism a non-bailable offense? Would this deter would-be offenders? Let's find out from you, the viewers. The phone lines are open and we expect to get calls from you. Now please come through. The phone lines are now open. Let's interact. Let's hear from you. Your submissions are very, very important to us. The lawmakers are watching. Those that walk in the corridors of power are watching right now, and they would like to hear from you as you give your submissions. Remember, in a democracy, you are the citizens that should hold those in office accountable. Jeremiah Mutonga comes through and says, State claims JJ had no injuries and need to overcome trauma. Why are they still keeping him? And where did that trauma come from? Only patients are kept in hospital. Obviously, trauma comes from what you went through. Remember, he disappeared briefly and appeared, and images were flashed on social media that he had injuries, but according to what government has told us is that he has no physical and external. He has no physical. He has no physical injuries. He has no internal injuries or external injuries. So we take government, whatever government says, as the final word, because they went there, they saw. You and I are only subjected to hear what they are telling us. And remember, no private media was there to cover and see for ourselves. But obviously, our able permanent secretary at our mother ministry, Mr. Tabo Kawana, did make mention that Mr. J.J. Banda's feet, Honorable J.J. Banda's feet, is as smooth as that of a newly born baby, very smooth, with no injuries. So we await to see, and we're being told, other reports are suggesting that he needs to be taken to a mental institution just to examine him to make sure that he is mentally sound. So yeah, that is what is coming. But for now, Bacheleshe comes back again and he wants to clarify one or two things. Bacheleshe, you are welcome.
Yeah, so as I conclude, sorry, Dr. Mkachpa. Me, personally, you know the politics that I practice.
Yes, sir.
I condemned the strong statement that came from our colleagues from Northwestern Province, Solwezi.
Okay.
I said, look, ECL is an elderly person. No matter how we are passing through with him in this kind of politics, we shouldn't reach to that extent of insulting him. For one reason, tomorrow, my President Hakainde Chilema, whom I respect,
yes, sir,
tomorrow he will not be in office. Okay? Me as a party member, I want the same respect to be accorded to President HH. And that's where we need to look at as youths of this country. Okay? So that when he finish his work, his term, he need to accord the respect that he deserves where he be. Regardless of whatever drama, if he wanted to come back again and cause those dramas, let us respect leaders who have done something for this country.
Okay.
Edgar Lungu did something. We need to respect him because one time for 7 years, he was the one who was keeping this country. As much as we went through the cadres and the like, but let us not reach that extent of insulting him. That is long. That was long. Okay, let's, like the president said, let's find a common way of dealing with these issues so that we move as one, as a country that uphold good values in this country.
Mr. Chileshe.
There is no way.
Mr. Chileshe, let me ask you this question. Do you believe that it's the politicians and their supporters that are responsible for bringing political tension at times in the country?
Yes, it's the politician.
Okay.
Look, Joe. In houses where we are marrying each other, have you heard tribalism to that extent? No. And this is the reason why I blame the President Lungu by then, because this tension has been fused by him. He went to Southern Province as a head of state openly to say certainly statement, but not this one. There, I don't know what to put it.
Okay, so what's the way forward?
Statement.
What's the way forward?
The followers.
What's the way forward? Because we those that are mandated, the UPND is now in charge, and this tribal issue, hate speech, has been ongoing, and we have seen politicians are treating this matter with kid gloves. They are not taking it. For me personally, I think they're not taking it seriously. We would have seen laws that would have been amended to make it a non-bailable offense, and to make sure that whoever utters tribal remarks is taken to jail, is taken to court, convicted, and subsequently taken to jail, and the case is disposed of. But we are seeing individuals detained for a week, detained for 2 days, they are released, they go back, they say the same thing. What's happening? Are we playing to the gallery here? Because those in the ruling party have got friends that are in the opposition political parties, and some of them are even relatives to those in the opposition political parties. Is this why we are seeing the matters of tribalism not being taken seriously to punish those that utter tribal remarks? Mr. Chinesh.
So me being a member of UPND,
okay,
I'm calling on our law makers from the UPND to hear our cry. If they are not afraid of it, if they are not the culprit themselves, to say, going forward, this coming sitting, let them bring a motion or let them bring a bill to Parliament, because with this current amended constitution, a minister or a member of Parliament can bring a bill to Parliament to amend the constitution. So we are calling upon our lawmakers from the UPND and the independent and the PF themselves, those that doesn't believe in tribalism, to hold hands together and make sure that tribalism and hate speech become non-bearable. In this coming sitting, we don't want the next sitting, we want this coming sitting. Okay. So that these things, we stop talking about it. If they are serious about what we are talking, not to go just and condemn, then from what can help the nation, they are not doing it. Let them do it now, so that we begin to see progress as a country. I blame the advisors for President Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu is not a person that cannot go and sit on the table with the current president and say, look, we have been having differences for quite some time. Now, you being the former president, me being the current president, are you saying, my brother, there is nothing that we can do to bring sanity, to bring development to this nation? You and I, Babiri, you and I.
Maybe
we can do it.
Maybe Mr.
Let's
Chileshi.
do it for the sake of the nation.
Mr.
They can
Chileshi.
do it. These two, they can do it.
Mr. Chileshi.
Yes, sir.
On a lighter note, I know some stakeholders won't take this lightly, but maybe we should create a country for UPND supporters and PF supporters where the two of you can coexist, because it seems like in Zambia you are failing to coexist. We saw what used to happen in the opposition. You are now ruling, you still don't want to be friends, you still don't want to relate to each other, you insult each other. What's really happening? Does this country belong to the UPND and the PF? Certainly not. So where is this behavior coming from?
Let me give you an example. If you are a citizen first, and me, I am a UPND, you and I, we are brothers. If you say something, let me be the first person to call you to say, Brother John, I think what you, on a family level, I think what you said yesterday was not right. Look, this politics that we want to practice in this country, okay, is not good. It will be called that the smarters, me, I'm Chileshe Smarter, the smarters family are the one who said this. What do you think? Is there a way we can do it politics without insult from a family level? Let me tell you, I've got friends in PF. If you know Elvis, Elvis is a PF radio caller. Do you know that that is my brother?
Yes. So what conversations do you have? What conversations do you have amongst yourselves? Why are you you're the supporters of these politicians? Why do you want to deceive the nation as if you at Parliament, for example, you are in different committees? You sit together, you drink coffee together, you drink wine together, a bottle of beer together. But when you come to the media, you want to pretend as if you are enemies. We know for a fact there are individuals in this particular government that are friends with those in the opposition, particularly in the PF. We know that there are individuals in this government that are even related and married to those that are in the PF. So why do you want to deceive the nation as if you are sworn enemies? And yet we know you visit each other over the weekend, you play golf together over the weekend, you eat and drink together. So why do you want to deceive the masses? Mr. Chileshe, you know these people and these are your bosses, these are your... what conversations do you have with these people, first of all?
We are doing politics of Berry. We are doing politics of selfishness. Because when you watch Parliament, you find that my brother Mutoto Kafwa is a committee chairperson for a certain group, and the submission will come from political parties. These are other political parties, and they will come to a conclusion to give a report. He will give a report as a representative. So why can't we emulate what they do? But because we have learned the politics of do or die, which shouldn't be the case.
By why deceive?
Mr. Chileshe, to begin to look at how these guys relate and say, why should I be in forefront to fight my neighbor?
So, Mr. Chileshe, I'm asking you to say, why do you allow your politicians, your bosses, to deceive the nation when some of them, most of them, if not all of them, but some of them anyway, there are intermarriages that have taken place, and some of them are even married to the people that they are saying that they should remain in the northern bloc, in the western bloc, in the southern bloc, in the eastern bloc, but yet they've intermarried. So why allow your member of parliament, your councillor, your politician, your fellow supporter to issue such utterances without even condemning them?
Yeah, so one is what I'm talking about, because I said this coming sitting, if our members of parliament from the UPND are not culprits, let them support this calling of making those laws, so that we see that even them, they are walking the talk. Sometimes, like you put it, we want to pray politics on the media, while from there we even make a call to say, I was just politicking, but what about the masses that you have misleaded? So this has to go to even us supporters to say, I can pick a call and call my brother Elvis to say, what you said, I'm mentioning him because he's my brother. What you said is not correct. Me, I do that. Even him, he does that to say, what you said, you mislead. Sometimes, let me tell you this. When PF was in power, if they have a certain issue where they don't want them to say like Makolas, they were throwing to us so that we can talk about it. After that, you even hear the phone call from him to say, yes, Wabadinda. That's what we need to do.
Okay.
Let's not divide the people because of politics, because we are eating. We need to look at, these are representatives of the people. Tomorrow he will not be in Irumezi. He will want to stand. Remember what happens to Kaunda. Where is he? From Kanga, Southern Province. That's what we need.
Okay.
Even in political level, we have created this this that if you are
So, Mr. Chileshe,
I cannot go to northern province of Ma and
so, Mr. Chileshe, as I let you go, what you're suggesting is that any citizen should be able to contest anywhere in Zambia. Takuliati, this is our stronghold. Takuliati Ekonafia Wiki, provided that it's Zambia, any citizen should be able to contest in any part of Zambia. Tefio.
That is the politics that we need. You know,
Fantastic.
not that the Easterners will take development to Eastern province, but it's a representative
Okay.
who has been elected by the people of Zambia.
Okay. Mr. Chileshe, we need to let you go. We need to let you go.
From where? No, then he's a representative.
Okay, so we need to let Mr. Chileshe go. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you today?
I'm okay, sir. Your name and where you're calling us from?
This is Tony Smoke. I'm calling you from Lusaka.
Mr.?
Tony.
Okay, go ahead with your submission, sir.
Yes, my submission is that I think, you know, these politicians want to divide this nation.
Okay.
But you as media, you need to help this country. Because you see, we've been seeing a lot of hate speech that has been perpetuated by those that are close to the powers that be.
Okay.
And nothing seemed to have taken place. They have not been cautioned. But now that this is coming from the opposition, we are seeing there's a lot of talk around the country.
Okay.
You as media, let's help our country. Let the country not be divided on tribal lines. You know, now there's been a lot of intermarriages.
Too much.
And let the law enforcement agents bring to book all those that are talking tribal talk or speech, so that others shouldn't feel that the law is segregating to those that are close or against those that are in opposition. So you as media, please help this country. Help us.
Okay.
Ask these difficult questions to those that are in power. That's my submission.
Okay, Mr. Tony, thank you so much for coming through.
All right.
Okay, so there you have it, Mr. Tony. They are coming through all the way from within Lusaka, actually. We go on this particular story. When we come back, we'll be joined by the birthday man, our guest for this particular morning, Mr. Ibrahim Mwamba. He is a youth advocate. He has seen a lot in this past week. He has witnessed a lot. We want to hear from him and ask him those tough questions that Mr. Tony is suggesting. The Opposition Patriotists for Economic Progress, PEP, has challenged government to investigate the current happenings at Konkola Copper Mine, alleging corruption. We do have a clip. Let's see this clip. When we come back, Mr. Mwamba joins us on set. Stay tuned.
We have noted with a lot of sadness that ever since the current provisional liquidator of Konkola Copper Mines PLC took over the operations of KCM, which is about 2 years ago, in May of 2022, the financial problems at KCM have worsened. We have a situation now whereby even the May salaries for employees have not been paid on time, and KCM is struggling to meet even the most basic financial obligations. Over the past couple of years, we've seen the debt that KCM owes to its suppliers and various creditors more than double. And yet, when you look at the fortunes of copper on the world markets, you realize that as we are speaking right now, copper has reached an all-time high of $11,000 per metric ton. So there is a very big discrepancy between the fortunes of copper on the world market and the financial performance of Concora Copper Mines PLC under the provisional liquidator who took over about 2 years ago. And it is on this basis that we at the Patriots for Economic Progress are demanding for government to undertake an investigation for possible embezzlement of funds at KCM by the provisional liquidator. We must emphasize that corruption is a bad thing both when it is perpetrated by members of the previous regime and when it is perpetrated by members of the current regime.
As the controversy on the presidential Gulf Stream jet continues, trial relating to how the said jet was procured involving the former permanent secretary in the Ministry of Defense, Stadi Mwale, has continued before the Lusaka Magistrate Court Wednesday when the matter came up before Chief Resident Magistrate Davis Chibwili. Stadi Mwale requested the court to disregard the testimony of a compliance specialist, Camnet Chitundu, from Zambia Public Procurement Authority from the record on the ground that the witness is not on the list of witnesses submitted before the court by the state prosecutors. In this matter, Mr. Mwale is jointly charged with 5 others: Isabel Chinji, Mike Ombebe, Evaristo Sakala, Frank Sinyangwe, and Dr. John Piri, facing 4 counts of failing to follow law and procedure when procuring the potential Gulf Stream jet. But Mr. Mwale, through his lawyer, Leon Lemba, submitted that the witness has no competence to testify before the court. He argued that, according to rules, the witness was supposed to be listed on the list of witnesses before the court, that he would testify, and asked for his testimony to be quashed from the court's record. However, Senior Legal and Prosecution Officer Martin Mayembe pleaded with the court to exercise its power and allow the witness to proceed with his evidence whether his testimony statement has been filed or not. Counsel Lemba maintained his earlier submission and argued that there are no rules that permit the court to state that the witness statement has been filed when it has not, and it is a mandatory requirement under SI number 10 for the witness, before they testify, to be presented before court in a witness list. In this matter, Mr. Mwale is facing 4 counts, while his co-accused Isabel Chinji, Mike Ombebe, Evaristo Sakala, Frank Sinyangwe, and Dr. John Piri are only facing 1 count of willful failure to comply with the law relating to the procurement of the presidential Gulf Stream jet involving more than $573.9 million US, contrary to Section 34, subsection 2B, as read with Section 41 of the Anti-Corruption Commission Act number 3 of 2012 of the laws of Zambia. This matter comes up on 30th May for a ruling and possible continued trial. Nelson Zulu for Camnet News, Lusaka.
Okay, thank you so much for still joining us on the breakfast show this particular morning. Good morning to Nelly B, Jean, and also Petronella Mwene. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here this particular morning. Mr. Jeremiah Mtonga as well, thank you so much. We do have the birthday man on set, or like they say, the birthday boy, but he is a man. Mr. Ibrahim Wamba, good to see you, comrade. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joe, and thank you to the viewers out there.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, okay, let's get into it, Mr. Mwamba. You are a man that I said witnessed a lot the past week and at the beginning of this particular week. Let's start with the issue surrounding the abduction of MP for Petauke Central. Let's begin from there.
I think, we're in a country that is full of a lot of issues that are happening. Okay. And it's sad that now we are seeing members under the three arms of government now being abducted. And it's so sad that this time we're talking about a member of parliament who falls under the registration of this country. As you are aware that we've got three arms of government, which is the executive, where we have ministers, the president, and whoever. Then we've got the judiciary, where we have these judges, and you know. Then we've got the registration, where the MP falls. So, for me, I think on the issue of JJ, which is currently under investigation by the law enforcement agency, the Zambia police, which falls under President Hakainde Hichilema's office through SI 1123, where is the main supervisor and being a commander-in-chief is on top of things. I think it's high time we give them enough time to see how best they can give us the full story of Mr. JJ Banda. But I want to confirm here that I was part and parcel of the people that were at Midlands Hospital. Whatever transpired, everything what was going on, I was there from A up to Mainasoko.
Okay, so just there, I think we do have a clip from my director. We just want to just have a snippet of what actually took place. Let's go on that particular clip and see what happened at a named private hospital. We'll be right back.
But why?
Okay, so that's the clip there. You could see Mr. Ambassador Emmanuel Mwamba there, and obviously Honorable Brad Mundubile and the family members to the independent member of parliament. But Mr. Mwamba, let me find out from you, what was really happening there in that particular clip? You were there.
Now, you know, comrade, it was shocking. And up to now, I'm very traumatized. And I feel that during my time as Ibrahim Mwamba, who's going to be the presiding member of that government that will be, that will come after the UPND, I'll ask for all the officers who were in charge at that particular day, and whoever was giving them instruction will be answerable.
Are we safe? Will Zambia be safe in your hands, Mr. Mwamba? Are you not going to be going for revenge, retribution?
It's not about revenge, it's about correcting the wrong that is happening now.
After 10 years?
It can be 10 years because we live in a democratic dispensation of this country where we have seen government come and go, be it president that have served 3 years and chucked out from power, president that have served a term, chucked out from power, and we've seen president that have served for 3 years, they've died. So this is a country that we have seen there's been an exchange of hands where democracy is concerned.
Okay.
But coming to what was happening here
in that particular clip,
and I'm want to repeat, and if those officers are still alive, and if they think that they've got the power now to find a way of shutting me up, it's the right time. Because I want to promise the people of Zambia many things that I've seen. Many things that I've seen where the police have been receiving instruction against the law, because, mind you, no one is above the law.
Okay.
That clip that you are seeing there,
yes, sir,
it was when JJ was received at the casualty of Midlands Hospital.
Okay.
Doctors were attending to him. When we come a drip, we're checking a BP and everything. Then they checked the injuries and everything. Then the doctor decided to say, before they put him in ICU, on top, I don't know what floor, let's do a CT scan. So Muliari mu CT scan, JJ. While the doctor was carrying their duties, we just saw a mob of police officers came inside to pull him out of the CT scan machine. And that's why you saw Honorable Brian Mondubire, the priest Chanda there. A number of people were shocked. Even me, I was there, I was shocked. I couldn't do anything. I was just asking myself to say, what is happening? Because under the Medical Act, whether international and the local, it does not take away the rights of a Zambian citizen. You understand? A right to be attended to a medical personnel. And if you go, find time and go to Midlands Hospital and get the recommendation of those doctors that were treating JJ, will tell you that the man was in problem, the man was in pain, the man was failing to breathe, the man was in ICU. And what we could only offer to JJ was the noise, number one, two, the confusion that was happening. You understand?
Okay.
Try to the patient, you're not a criminal and everything, there are guns all over.
Okay.
The second time we saw was the Minister of Home Affairs. The entire Minister of Home Affairs.
The Minister of Home Affairs was present?
He was present. And I went to him, I asked him, Minister, what's this going on? Why are you allowing this? Why can't you allow the doctors at Midlands attend to JJ? When the condition is okay, then you can refer him to Manasoko. But my brother, the way JJ was being picked from that theater to the ambulance,
you felt bad.
I want to repeat. Take my word. I know in politics, the abantu barafwa, balomwa, barashashana along the way. But if there are people that are listening to me, the people, these officers who were here, and whoever, this guy who wear a leather jacket, this guy, are broke up. There's a drip. Look, the guy is in pain. Now, Mika Cannula.
But some were suggesting that his vitals were okay.
Which vitals?
The BP, the...
No. It's unacceptable. Have you seen the medical report? Have you seen it?
Tell us, Mr.
No, I'm
you are on the
asking
scene.
But I'm telling you, I was there. The doctors put him on what's this? Because he was dehydrated. The man could not walk. You understand? The man was really talking. You understand? Yeah, you are telling me now that Kuriama doctors have a chinga na babufi. That's what you are telling me. And I hope and pray that this issue, when it goes to court, people will be answerable. I would want to see these officers who were there at that particular time. The transfer of the former commanding officer of Lusaka to Luapula province is not a good thing. That man was supposed to be fired. And this is where I have the problem with President Hakainde. This is where I have the problem. I'm telling you, these officers. I'm a young person, I've turned 36 years today. After 20 years, I'll be 56 years old.
And
very
Republican president.
Not, I might be a kingmaker.
Okay.
I might be a president of this country. I might be a minister. I might be still a citizen in a government that won't be blind. Because you and me should understand that the law is blind. And no one is above the law.
Yes, sir.
What those people were doing there, I can assure you that they will be answered. One day, I've seen officers that were so excited under the PF regime. Today, stroke. People have lost their jobs. This time. And it must be a lesson to people that are saving the Zambian people under the Civil Servant Act, not to be partisan. But things now have changed. You understand? Okay. So for me, what happened at Midlands, I was there. Even I've got a number of contradictions from the statement from Honorable Jack Mwim over the same issue that happened at Midlands. To me, as a Zambian citizen and a young person, I feel that Mr. Jack Mwim, he should work hard in that office. If he's going to be, you know, a leader of UPND serving that constitutional office that everyone depend on, I think we are going to have a problem.
Okay. Mr. Mwamba, let's come to the issue of hate speech. We have seen this coming from politicians, and sometimes their friends or supporters. How should this issue be handled? Do you also subscribe to a notion that tribal remarks or hate speech should be a non-bailable offense, Mr. Mwamba?
For me, where ethnicity is concerned, where people are preaching to divide this country, I think I'll be an ambassador to ask President Hakainde to concentrate more on this act, not in Ngombe. You know, I'm very disappointed with this president. He went because he owns a lot of cows, and Shishiwenga Shiraruwa sana Ngombe shop, and I think this is a problem that he's been having since he was a boy. You know, he used to ukucheme ngombe and all those things. People are stealing and whatever. Maybe he said, when I become president, I want to enforce a law that will be non-bearable for those people that are stealing in ngombe. Maximum sentence will be 14 years. Then he makes it happen. I feel his concentration on animals was too much.
Okay.
If he was the leader and the president that's want to unite this country, his first day in office, he was going to champion that whoever was going to divide this country that our forefathers fought for is going to face a law that won't allow him for a police bond while he's waiting for the court to punish that person and become an unbearable offense. I think this time around, this hate speech that we are seeing around, this hate speech that we are seeing one-sided, because Mr. Joe, I want to tell you, there are a number of hate speech that we have seen, starting from the Secretary General of the UPND, where the police today have failed to attend to Kasonde Mwenda of the EFF.
Okay.
Political party. Wait first. He went and reported this matter. No, we can't. Wait first. This is an important issue, my brother, that today will be scared to come on radio.
But you can hold your thought, then we continue.
Listen, this is an important issue that if we don't talk about it, some of us will be scared to come and sit here and talk about the ills of this country.
Okay.
Because there is no law that is only focusing on the opposition in this country.
Okay.
There is no law.
Okay, hold your thought.
You understand?
Hold your thought. Hold your thought, please. Let's listen from this caller. Probably he wants to add to what you're saying. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, your name and where you're calling us from? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
This is Shero calling from Livingstone.
Okay, from Livingstone. Your contribution?
Shero from Livingstone.
Jello, your contribution?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As much as we are all citizens of the country,
Okay.
yeah, I think we are all Zambians.
Okay.
Yeah, so my contribution is, regardless of whoever preaches the tribal remarks,
Okay.
I think we have a law in place, but where others preach and then the opposition cry, I think we are destroying this country.
Okay.
So we should all be responsible citizens. Tribal remarks will not help us.
Okay.
They will not help us because what it is, you know, we've seen and we've had experiences with other countries. So if there are any issues, better people go and sort them, sit down, sort them so that they are resolved once and for all. But where people want to resolve issues using tribal remarks, then we are destroying our country.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I think that's my contribution.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Chelo, from Livingston there. You can continue with your line of thought.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to to appeal to President Hakainde is that there is no law in Zambia. There is no law that allows the ruling party cadres of the UPND to enjoy the freedom of victimizing citizens by threatening their lives and also issuing tribal remarks. There is no law that gives them that honeymoon. There is no law that gives them honeymoon. No matter how long they've been fighting to form government, whether it was 50 years and 60 years, forming government, and continue to threaten citizens' lives, where a president is on record seeing these flying videos around threatening people's life, and you think it's okay because these are cadres that are coming from your political party. Then you just focus from people that oppose you, that criticize your leadership, that do checks and balances, then you want the law to act on them. I think the President Hakainde Hichilema is very unfair, and as a leader, he needs to check himself, his type of leadership, because from what I'm seeing, this trend that is currently going on, where you've got Trevor Mwindi instructing the police, telling the police that I will go for President Lungu, I will go for anyone who is closer or anyone who is in the opposition, particularly the PF, because they killed Gaddafi, Mapenzi Chibulo, and all those names. Yes.
Mr. Mamba, let me ask you this question as a youth advocate.
Yes.
The PF and the UPND have failed to coexist. The UPND was in opposition, the PF in ruling.
Yes.
They were failing to coexist. The UPND is in ruling, the PF is in opposition. We are still seeing that these two groups are still failing to coexist. Should we then create a country where the PF and the UPND should go and reconcile and form their own country?
Even that one is not.
Leave us alone as
Even that one is not leadership. You understand? We've got a president in State House, not in State House, in Community House. You understand? The president has got a duty, and a duty is to uphold the constitution of this country. And the constitution of Zambia is very clear, where it gives rights. You understand? Where this country is being run through the rule of law. But if we are going to have a president who is only focusing in arresting the opposition, I think he's not a good leader.
Okay.
There are youths on record, Mr. Tapel. There are youths on record in the UPND that have told people to say Southern Province is a no-go area. We've got ministers in Western Province where they are instructing their youths to attack each and every person that criticizes the president. Daylight, even when the president is listening. What is the law doing? What is the Inspector General of Police doing? Why is he quiet? Because of the SI 1123, which the office of the Inspector General is under President Hakainde Hichilema. And we're having a problem. Just 2 days ago, we saw Chanote Angwira, who went and report Trevor Mwindi, who went and report Bruce Kanema, who went and report Gilbert Riswaniso, who went and report Gary Nkombo, who went and report Vumba Marambo, who went and report the UPND cadres, like that guy from Livingston, you know, Museba, he calls himself Museba, I don't know the other name. Police he went to Chester Police, he was referred to Woodlands Police, he went to Woodlands Police, he was referred to Lusaka Division Police. The man has not been attended to. We have seen Sean Tembo, who has used the court to prosecute the Secretary General of the UPND. The DPP has refused. They have paid a blind eye. So, what type of a country is Zambia today, where the law is only focused on the opposition, where the law is focused or the civil society organization where the law is only focused on the people that criticize Mr. Ichirema. It's unacceptable. And I want to take this opportunity to ask President Hakainde Hichilema, be a president that inspires the young people. Be a president that the generation and the generation to come will talk about your legacy.
So we
under your time as president.
We do have a
the current situation in this country where tribalism is always increasing volume and volume. I think we are in a country that is on a thin line to spark tribalism.
Let's accommodate this caller.
People will be answerable in the future.
Okay. Wait, Mr. Mwamba. Hello, Mr. Chileshe. Briefly, your submission.
Yeah, I'm quiet.
Okay. I'm your brother, so let me say this. Tone down. So that you when you are on TV, you are supposed to give people confidence so that they can continue listening to you. We are getting what you are saying, so tone down, cool down, so that speak to the nation through that television so that we can get the conversation. Here is a few questions that I need to pose from you.
Number one?
Yeah, so if you begin to threaten the police while you are not in power, are you not misrepresenting your party that you are coming from? Because like Joel asked, it's well known to say when you come in power, I don't know which party, are you not just coming to revenge those that wronged you? That is number one.
Okay.
Two, you guys, when you were having press briefing prior to the found of JJ Banda, were you not accusing the state through Anawakwe, through Abred Nachangala, of abducting JJ Banda? Don't you know that that is the reason why everyone was concerned to say, no, we were accused. If I am accused of something, I need first to take care of it. Because where you wanted to take JJ Banda is not a public hospital. It's a private hospital. And this is the state that you accused them to say they have abducted JJ Banda. So that is why, that is the reason why the state was concerned. So whatever happened there, because some of us, we said, no, what is important for now is the health of JJ Banda. So if the officers there did something wrong which you felt this was not okay, it's very unfortunate, because every Zambian has a right first to be given the first aid. So whatever was there, I wasn't there, but we are talking about why JJ Banda was transferred to minor Soko hospitals.
Okay.
Because number one, you accused the state.
Okay.
So when
Congratulations.
you give people hope to say,
okay. Congratulations. Your point has been taken.
Vachileshe. Vakaramba Vachileshe.
No, let him finish, you respond. Okay, your point has been taken, Mr. Chileshe. Let Bamwamba respond now.
Vachileshe. Wait, before you cut him. Vachileshe.
Okay.
You made a mistake. You know, sometimes
he's gone.
No. He's a good citizen and he has read a number of issues, very important issues. I just wanted to ask Vachileshe. Any wrongdoing person, for me, I don't support tribalism, and I don't support wrongdoers. So are you coming to revenge after 10 years? No, but listen, don't you ask me that question after. Let me respond to Vachiresh.
But that's a concern that you raised.
Number one, I want to ask Vachiresh, before I answer that, I'll answer that one decisively. Vachiresh, people that are wrongdoers of this country, the constitution is very clear. They're entitled to police bond. You understand? And it's on record where Mr. Hichilema has been instructive in all his speech when he's attending to the Inspector General of the Police. When finish investigating a matter, you arrest that person. If the matter is bondable, give that person a bond. But now tell me, how many days are these people that have been arrested in cells? How many days have they spent in cells? Where is the law here? Where is the directive of the president? You understand? So these are issues that we feel that this government is an hypocrite type of government. A government that does not stand with its words. A government that does not stand with its promises to the people that voted for them in the office. I'm not here to support whoever has been accusing government. Those that have been accusing government, if their case is bondable, give them bond. That's what we're asking. Then the other thing that I want to tell Mr. Chileshi, who's telling me to tone down. You know, Mr. Chileshi, I want to tell you, my name's Ibrahim Kabamwamba. I'm 36 years old today. And when I joined politics, I know the consequences of politics. Even my grandfather, before he died, he told me, I am a politics for 1 billion. You understand? And you can even lose family members because of politics. And because I'm a Zambian citizen who wants to add value to this country,
you are prepared.
I have asked myself to say, Jobu 1313 is the backbone of my political corridors. And answering him of what he's telling me that I'll come to revenge, it's not about revenging. Even Mr. Ichirema, when he was in the opposition, he said he'll come and fight corruption. You understand? When he was in opposition, he said he'll come and fight nepotism. When he was in opposition, he said he'll come and fight tribalism. When he was in opposition, he promised the people of Zambia he's going to come and reduce the price of minimum at 50 kwacha. When he was in opposition, he promised the people of Zambia that he's going to come and reduce $1 to 10 kwacha. When he was in the opposition, he'll come and reduce the high cost of living in this country. And I'm here as a young person telling Machileshi and the majority Zambian people that these officers that I've seen in this country who think that because they are serving a government that is giving them instruction on political grounds, during our time we shall review this action that we are seeing being careless.
Mr. Mwamba, are you threatening our men and women in uniform?
You can't tell me our men and women in uniform.
Are you threatening?
It's not, what do you mean I'm threatening?
Our men and women
what
in
do you mean
uniform?
I'm threatening?
That when you come in power 10 years from now,
Who
when
tells
you become a
you
minister,
10 years from now, because we'll be going for election in the next few months?
You said you'll be 50 what?
No, I'm just telling you.
Okay. In an event that 2026, you become minister. Okay?
Yeah.
You become president.
Yeah.
2031, you become president or you become minister.
Yeah.
Are you going to influence, for instance, the judiciary to revisit this particular case and begin to threaten our men and women in uniform? Is the country going to be safe in your hands as president, as minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Mwamba?
Is President Rungu eligible for election 2026?
Why is that question?
No, I'm asking you, is President Rungu eligible for 2026?
I can't answer that question.
So, did the court pronounce that President Rungu is eligible to contest the 2021 election under the Constitutional Court?
But I'm not asking about President.
No, but I'm asking you. Are you aware that there's a case that the current government have asked the court to revisit a judgment that allowed President Rungu to contest the election in 2021? Are you aware?
But if that's wrong,
I'm saying, are you aware?
No, I'm not aware. But if that's wrong, Mr. Mwamba, are you then going to do another wrong if what's good?
So what I'm telling you, I'll be part of that government after the UPND.
That will threaten our men and women in uniform.
To ask the government by then to form a commission of inquiry of all the negligence that we have seen happening in this country.
Okay.
Under the men in uniform.
Okay, we do have a caller, Mr. Mwamba. Let's hear from our caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Just can you reduce volume on your TV set? Good morning.
Hello, morning. How are you, sir?
We are fine, sir. Your name and where you're calling us from? Who? Okay, just reduce volume on your TV set, sir.
Okay.
Mkwai. Mkwai waisha mkwai.
Era mwaleteka abantu anga bareme bati mulerusyana imwe kumakwata mulerusyana nomba ili amafumapo era mwambo kutandawula ndi haka indi alerusyana eki imwe tamwatekere wino twalemye barankutandala ti abantu baleyi bati awe tamwalepo sakwamala twaleme bati kyalo kirerulwana tamwalepo sakwamala nomba ili abamifumapo mwafumapo era mwaisana ndati awe haka indi alerusyana haka indi wowofi namufirwaze tribalism tapali imwenchito namufirwa noukamiweshako tapali because ngamwali wombere uno abantu tuwamiteshi Christopher yaruma kumalole uliani mp ngaimi nanakambia abantu kuti bavunde abantu ali serious nokuvumba nomba imwe tamawombere wino tamale tungulula balungu mwale mafenda fe mchimbuya bena kampiongo balilandiepo andinafo jacheki ilagezi twaliyumfili jaji hamaguntu yesira yaye kukoti bali talala zita twamfakonilyaji lero mbe mulanja hakaindi talebomba imwani mwe wali bakabwalala tamukwetekisinka nangu mulebe mpa abantu
Twatotela. Let's be TV friendly. Wait. Let's be TV friendly. But let's not attack ourselves, but let's attack the issues at hand. We are all Zambians at the end of the day. Mr. Mwamba, let's accommodate another caller, please. Let's accommodate another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
Musonda is my name. I'm calling from Makeni.
From?
Makeni.
Musonda, go ahead.
Yes, I am live on the phone.
You are live on Camnet TV, sir.
Yeah. I think I was 15 when I was at Independence.
Okay.
And this is why I am calling this new generation a lost one.
Okay.
I think it needs to start thinking properly and working hard to bring this country back.
Okay.
Yeah, each government has been given a chance to, and they have come and gone.
Okay.
Let us give UPND a chance to rule. Okay. If they fail, we will remove them. But to be insulting, to be doing this and that, I think it is not correct. It is wrong.
Okay.
You know, let the young people know what their role is. If I compare our young men to the young man in South Africa, he talks about sense. In Parliament.
Are you referring to Honorable Comrade Julius Malema?
Yeah, that's what these young people. Our time is gone. You know, I'm 75. My time is gone. So I can't be, trying to go back to run this and that. No, yes, we want to give this younger generation a chance to correct whatever mistakes have been made. And that's what they should be concentrating on. Not calling names, not doing what and what. No. Let them do the right thing. Their time will come. And they will be able to see where the other guys did wrong, they do the right thing. I think that is the way we should go.
Okay.
Not becoming angry, not becoming what, and we should have cool head. There is nobody who doesn't make mistakes. I would make mistakes in my time and appreciate it and correct it. So that's the way it is. What is the president? They did their part. That's right, Boga. Let him also do his part. If he fails, we take him out. We bring another guy. So that is the way it is supposed to be.
And that would be my advice to the new generation.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Msonda.
Just do the work. That's all. Hard work and thinking properly. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Senior citizen there, Mr. Msonda, coming through from Makeni. Mr. Mwamba, Mr. Msonda says, your time will come to rule. Don't criticize. Give these leaders a chance. Your time will come. Be like Julius Malema in South Africa. Issue-based politics. Your time will come, Mr. Mwamba.
So now, Mr. Joe, I want to tell you, and there's a tendency in Zambia, you understand, especially that when you are UPND, you are PF, there's that, I don't know how to call it, a bad virus between this political party.
Exactly.
You understand? And I want to conquer with the other person. We're in government, the PF were in government. Many times they were told, stop cadarism, there was a blind eye. Stop this, there was a blind eye. And this is what is currently happening.
Okay.
And every government will always have an issue with the people. And that issue is what makes them to leave office. And during this government, we've got road shedding. During this government, we've got high cost of living. During this government, we've got expensive fuel. During this government, we've got expensive minimum. During this government, there's a high level of nepotism. During this government, there's high levels of corruption. You understand? Even at an expense of the 30 million kwacha of CDF, even at an expense of the Ndora Due Carriageway, even at the expense of the NAPSA partial withdrawal, even at the expense of the free education, Zambia still feels that they've got a leadership in State House that is failing to meet their promises. And we've got a duty. And people like me have a duty and a debt with the future. And if I don't talk now about the wrongdoings of President Akande Chilema's leadership, where he's failing to give bond, you understand, to people that to people where the law allows them to be given bond, I won't keep quiet to impress Vachireshi. I want to keep quiet to impress this senior citizen who is 70 years old. I want to keep quiet. I'll be very unfair to the future. I'll be very unfair to the young generation where I come from, and I'll be very unfair to Mr. Ichilema because I won't be helping him.
Mr. Msonda, our senior citizen from Makeni, is worried that you, the younger generation, seem to talk too much. You have to be hardworking. You have to know your role, and you have to correct the mistakes that you are seeing right now.
I want to tell that senior citizen that I'm one of those young people that protested over the Ndora Due Carriageway, and today I'm in court. And the Public Order Act is very clear. When you want to protest over an issue that you feel as a Zambian citizen, that is not within what you see that to benefit the people of Zambia. We were against over the Ndora Due Carriageway of getting the resources of this country, giving it to the Chinese, build the road, and manage our toll gates for over 20 years. That was just our worry.
Okay.
Today we are in court. Today I went and served days in prison over the same issue. Today I went and spent nights at Central Police over the same issue.
Was it prison?
So I went both. Go there, my fingerprints there, my brother. I've been to Chimbokaira, I've been at Chitakataka. I've been there.
For how long?
I've been speaking this, not about how long. Been to prison, it's been to prison, Mr. Joe. You understand?
So let me find out.
I just want to tell you, listen, I just want to tell you that when you are talking to me, when you are interacting with me, I've been there.
Okay,
I've seen prison. I've just seen prison before.
Let me ask you.
And I've seen prison not because I'm a criminal.
Let me ask
I've seen prison because I've got a right and the constitution is very clear. And my fundamental human rights allows me to protest when I've seen that a leader who is in State House is not doing the right thing. So here as if we are amateurs when I hear. No. But I want to tell the people of Zambia.
That's what Mr.
That me, I'm your voice. Me who is here, I will speak and I will continue speaking. And I told you that we are ready for any clash that will come along our way.
Let's accommodate your caller, Mr. Mwamba. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Chen.
Your name?
Chelo, calling you from Livingston again.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I think maybe just the person that you are interviewing, they tend to be so emotional. So when you're emotional...
No. Let us not attack each other. Let's interrogate the issues. Let us not go for personalities, please.
No, we are used with them.
No. Personalities we won't allow here. Let's base our discourse on issues, please.
Yes, let me comment something.
Okay.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is the previous government did something, even this government is doing something.
Okay.
So just like the old man said, let the politics be issue based, not attacking one another. So if we tend, or these tenders of attacking one another, it's not helping the situation. This country depends on us. This I mentioned already. But if we spend more time on attacking one another on the expense of development, then we are losing it all. This country depends on the opposition. This country depends on the ruling party. So if the criticism is not issue based but on personality, then we're not helping the situation. So much as all these happenings have taken place, let's not forget that Zambia depends on us. So whatever happens, there is a law in place. Zambia is not, we're not living in a vacuum. There is a law in place which is going to sort out all these other issues we have. So we are not a country without laws. We're a country with laws.
Point taken, Mr. Chelo. Point taken, in the interest of time, my brother.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's accommodate two more calls, then Mr. Mwamba reacts and we'll wrap it up. Hello, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. Your name and where are calling us from?
I'm Mrs. Mwanza Gloria calling you from Chipata.
Mrs. Mwanza from Chipata, Kumawa.
Yes.
Okay, your contribution?
Nifuna nizakamba mchinyanja kuti mumbeseze.
Labilana.
Nifuna kamuchita kwa advise yo yame wakamba kuti if he maybe comes in power, you come and correct it's difficult ngati vakutuma chintu sunga kanile parent akupasa my instruction. Because we know that MPs, those are government people, and there are procedures where they are supposed to be treated from. So, if the instruction was given to say, let him be treated from a government hospital or recognized hospital by the government, the police were supposed to take those instructions and do as they were asked. It can't feel okay even to him. He's a parent. He tells the child to say, can you do this? And then the child refuses. How can he feel? So looking at that, I'm talking on behalf of the police board. I'm also a civil servant. I'm a teacher. So if I must be told what to do, the head instructs you to do something. You must do it. You can't look for right, you start refusing. So on those statements, you should say when he comes back, yes, he can correct, but just as now, just advise to say this is not good, that is not good. Not that when he comes to say he wants to see all those policemen that were there to do whatever instructions were given. I think that is not okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Mwanza. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming through. Okay. I saw Mr. Chuluba calling through. Mr. Chuluba, please come through. Then Mr. Mwamba here will respond. I saw Mr. Chuluba trying to come through. Okay, we lost that caller. Can we have Mr. Chuluba come through? Okay, Mr. Chuluba is here. He's on the line. Mr. Chuluba, you are through. Good to have you here, sir.
As a senior citizen, I want also to contribute.
Please.
You know, problem quarter with a new generation is from the family kingdomship.
Okay.
Production ile from family kingdomship tulechita save mu society itaileva bwinoyo tulepera problem now kuma leaders nga kwali okuwelela mu family kingdomship kumona setup then generation and the fourth new generation ikalaisa ni stwayafwa because takuli ukutontonkanya pali new generation tulei tontonkanishisha fefwebene. That is a wrong thing. So ngakwali ilia abali mu leadership ukulaya mu family kingdomship, then ilia leadership ile saving wa mu nation and mu society ikaba ni good thing. Noma mulesa sanga umuntu nga mu family kingdomship ma bad element, then a production mwaya saving mu society. What do you expect? Vala pela nomba ma leaders imitwe yakutila tuwala chitashani hapa. I think ngakwali amaka ya kualesa. Let's pray for good production from our family kingdomship, and it will be well. Because forever fiashibene before tulelanda nokulanga abana imisangwe yabipa. What do you expect? Then tuwabula abana futi tuwaba saving mu society. Awe tachifuile okubafiriayo. Production ya Zambia ifuile okubayisuma. I thank you. Nganalova other people, they will contribute. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Chuluba there, our senior citizen. Let's begin item by item as we begin to wind up. Mr. Chuluba talks about charity beginning from home. Family kingdomship, if the values are all right, even when one becomes a leader, those values will be reflected. Mr. Mwamba, begin to react.
And I want to thank Mr. Chuluba because I think he spoke with a lot of wisdom and is not coming from these Qatarism families of our president. What I want to say to Mr. Chuluba, I think I hear him very well.
Okay.
And this is what is happening in the country.
Okay.
When you see a minister, a cabinet minister, in the name of Comrade Mirupi.
No names. Let's just
no, but it's on record.
Give an example, Mr. Mwamba.
Listen, Tapero, and me, I have problem with you journalists. The man was on TV instructing Gilbert Riswaniso to go for those people that are criticizing the president.
Okay.
You want me to keep quiet?
Okay.
You don't want me to say it? What are you scared of? My brother.
You have said
there's a man, Mwariteta, who was respected by President Lungu by then when he was president, and appointed him as minister to serve in his cabinet. Today, this is a man who's just a mayor, provincial chairperson of the UPND. Busy insulting President ECL. Where is the law? Where is the law? This is where he's saying charity begins at home. We have seen Trevor Mwendi in a number of time where he's saying he's going to beat up President Rungu. Where is the police? Are you telling me the police are blind?
Okay.
We have heard that councillor from Northwestern where he's saying he's going to circumcise the former head of state. Honestly, Mr. Joe, are you telling me the law is blind? No. I'm driving a point. We've heard so many times of Bruce Kanema. We've heard from the opposition. He asked for any elections. No one arrested him. Now he's threatening the life of members of the PF and ECL himself. Where is the law?
Okay.
This is where charity begins. You understand? So, when we're in government, there is a responsible government, there is a responsible leader, there is a leader of all Zambians. I think there must be love, peace, and unity.
Fantastic.
You understand? And this is, listen, and this is where I go and agree when you ask me that, are you in support where the law of ethnicity is concerned, that this case should have non-bearable. I support that because I want to be part of the united Zambia. You understand? Whether there is this leader or there is another leader, at the end of the day we need to unite as one family. You understand? I have been to Rwanda. I've been to that genocide museum. I've seen what sparked and what led thousands of lives in Rwanda there. People died. I don't want to see it in my country. That's why when I come here, we have to touch on those issues because the law is the law. That's why today I'm asking President Hakainde Hichilema, who is in charge of the law enforcement agency under SI 1123, you understand, to allow the people that he has arrested, because their cases are bondable. And he's on record saying that whoever commits a crime and the police have investigated and they've done an arrest, if that case is bondable, give them bond. This is my cry. But so anyone who is wrong, I think the court is there to judge them.
Wait, Mr. Mwamba, I want to find out on that one. Why are you seemingly only advocating for those that are politically connected? Why are you not advocating for that young man from Baulen who has been detained without being given a police bond? Why are you not talking about that young man in Kanyama constituency, in Mandemo?
So now, what I'm telling you, the people that are inside in the cells are the voice for those people that you are talking about.
Okay.
The people that I'm advocating to be given bond are the voices of those people that have been arrested by this same government.
Okay, so let's go to Mrs. Mwanza. Mrs. Mwanza is a civil servant.
Yes.
She says, I could even tell from her voice, she's a mother and she's concerned. You becoming minister, you becoming a politician, Mr. Mwamba. Civil servants are now scared. This man will come and arrest us. This man will come and follow us.
And
this is a mother calling all the way from Chupata, concerned, and she gave you advice.
And I want to tell Yoba Mwanza and all those wrongdoers under this regime, when you are a civil servant, you know your role.
So you want them to be
fired
by not following
instructions? No, it's not about this. It's not about being fired. It's about doing the right thing. You understand? I've seen a trend, and this is a very...
But you know how
listen,
it is in the civil service.
I've seen a trend in this government. And I read about the trend that was happening in UNIP, where civil servants, students, all these people in this institution are being used as praise singers or cadres to champion.
Do you have evidence, Mr. Mwamba?
We saw when the president at one time, in fact just yesterday, the president was being received, banners all over. The shanshan nursing of what? Students of what?
Is that wrong?
No, it's not.
Is that wrong, Mr. Mwamba?
Listen,
we saw it in the PF.
What I'm telling
we saw it in the...
So, when it was in PF, was it the right thing or
saw
wrong?
it.
Now I'm asking you, when it was in PF, was it the wrong or the right?
Is it wrong to receive a head of state?
It's a very wrong thing.
Why is it wrong? You are a leader of students, Mr. Mwamba.
Yes.
Is it wrong?
You should not parade and give regalias, you understand, by force to students.
How?
You don't have to do that. You've got your own structures as a party. Like abana baye basambirire. Ocho tuwala tumina kusukurukira mukusambirira. Not to cancel their classes.
Maybe
students
are there.
Let me tell you,
allowances,
my grandfather told me that Kaunda was a very powerful man.
Okay.
And the civil servant were you being used in the similar manner. But I want to tell and appeal to these people, number one, that we have sent to school as students. Let them go to school. Let them go learn. Let them come out with degrees, masters, to come and shape the economy of this country.
Fantastic.
You understand? And I want to also appeal to the civil servant na mwalikwate nchito iya kubombaze teacher. Go in class and teach that pupil so that he can be a president, he can be a doctor, he can be a teacher like you. Okay. You don't have to suspend class to go and hero worship a politician. It's unacceptable.
Okay.
And this trend that is happening, I want to tell, I'm here. You understand? And I want to appeal to all the civil servants, to all these people that are not politician bounded, to do the right thing.
Fantastic.
Because I've seen people under this same regime who are so excited under the PF people. Bamdara, abantu barefa kunsara.
Mr. Mwamba, we need to go. I'll give you 30 seconds to conclude. So they are already overrunning.
The 30 seconds here
please
is to appeal to President Hakainde Hichilema. Let your word be a legal tender. Be a leader of all Zambians. The current happening in this country, if it's not checked very well, if it's not balanced very well, tukakwata problem kunta Hichilema. Can you please ask your cadres from your political party, Trevor Mwindi, Bruce Kanema, Musela, and whoever who is trying to champion what you have refused. Me, I know you've refused cadreism in this country, but unite this country. I pray that you unite this country, Mr. Hichilema. Where we are going as a country, to what a problem. So, for me, this is just my humble appeal, and let people that have offended the law, and if their cases bondable, give them bond. I'm a prison na esura. I'm a sales na esura. So we pray and appeal to you, Mr. Hichilema, that let the law in this country be shared equally.
Okay.
Just like the Constitution of Zambia said we are all equal under our constitution of this country.
Okay, fantastic. We need to go. Thank you so much, Mr. Mwamba, and once again, a happy birthday to you. You are on fire, and yet it's your birthday.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's Mr. Ibrahim Mwamba, aka the Great Elephant, gracing us with his presence this particular morning. Thank you so much to all the callers that came through. Mrs. Mwanza from Chipata, we appreciate you. Our senior citizen in Makeni, Mr. Msonda, we do appreciate you. Our other citizen, Mr. Chiluba, as well, we do appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. Bachelor Shekugaden, Petronella Mwene, Jean, also, we do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeremiah Mtonga, as well. Thank you so much for coming together and giving your submissions. You are the major stakeholders in this particular program. We do appreciate your association with Camnet TV Breakfast Show. Thank you so much to the entire production team and my director, Mr. Elijah Chufita. I have been your host, Joe Smarter is my name. We'll see you when you see us. Good morning and God bless Zambia. Bye-bye.